Do you ever get the sense that everything you're seeing now has happened before? That this isn't the first time you've lived this, and it won't be the last. For many people, this conjures ideas of the soul, which arises in virtually every religion and culture in the world. When we talk about the soul, we're looking at the true essence of who you are, all the things that make you, you. According to numerology, each of us is an eternal soul, and when our bodies come to an end, our soul continues. The basic idea is that the soul is trapped in a continuous cycle of rebirth. The only way to free ourselves from this cycle is to understand the lessons that we've been brought here to learn. Pythagoras called this idea the transmigration of souls. The thing is, if we don't learn our lessons, then we're doomed to face the same difficulties over and over again, until we do. This is something we can't ignore, because much of the pain and suffering we experience comes from trying to avoid our life lessons. So what does this mean for you? It means that in numerology, the central lesson that you're here to learn is found in what's called the life path number. And understanding your life path is critical to finding spiritual fulfillment and meaning in this lifetime. So how do you figure out your life path number? Here's how. We start out by writing the digits in your birth date. For example, let's say you're born on June 18, 1986. You'd write out the digits like this. June is a 6 because it's the 6th month of the year, followed by the 18th day in the year 1986. Then we add all of these digits together, and when we do that, we get the number 39. In numerology, whenever we have a number that's more than one digit, we add each of the digits together until there's only one digit left. This process is called reducing the numbers. The only exception to the rule of reducing is if you get the numbers 11, 22, or 33. These are called master numbers, and they have their own special meanings in numerology, which we'll explore in more detail. But in this case, to reduce the number 39, we first add its digits 3 and 9 together, which equals 12. Since 12 is still a two-digit number, we need to reduce it further. We add the digits of 12 together, 1 and 2, which equals 3. And so if you're born on June 18, 1986, you have a 3 life path. There are 12 life path numbers in total, and each life path vibrates at its own unique frequency, and each has its own unique meaning. Each number also has its own strengths and weaknesses that must be overcome. It's important to recognize that there are no intrinsically good, or bad, life path numbers. At any given time, you can be living on the positive side or the negative side of your numbers. But it's only when you become aware of these elements that you can begin to live in a more intentional and purposeful way. Now that you know how to calculate your life path number, let's go into what each of the life path numbers mean. 4 is the vibration of stability, structure, and practicality. As a 4 life path, you're thorough and deliberate. You have a keen intelligence that enables you to make careful decisions after taking the time to think through your options. This gives you a natural common-sense approach to solving problems. In your career, you'll often find yourself doing the really important work that builds a strong foundation for others, making it possible for them to thrive and to pursue their own ends. When you're fully engaged in your work, you're patient, determined, and you have a fine eye for detail. Your path is to do meaningful work that has a real and positive impact on the world. You have a lively sense of humor, a quick wit, and an excellent memory. This gives you a talent for communicating complex ideas. You also have strong moral values and a highly developed sense of justice and fair play. You're a loyal friend, but sometimes to a fault. One of your challenges is that sometimes you can find yourself doing the important but thankless work that other people take for granted. You would benefit from taking more calculated risks and being more flexible in the way that you approach your goals. You're much stronger and more powerful than you realize. A good example of a 4-life path is American television producer, talk show host, and philanthropist Oprah Winfrey. She was born on January 29, 1954, in poverty, to a teenage single mother in rural Mississippi. But by the year 2015, she was named North America's first African American billionaire. We live in a society that's noisier and more distracting than it's ever been, and what that means is that understanding your life path is more important than ever. When you're living in alignment with your life purpose, there's a powerful sense of freedom and authenticity that comes from living a more intentional life. At the same time, it's important to remember that your life path number is only one element in your overall numerology profile. There are many other pieces that make up your complete numerology chart. And one of the goals of this channel is to give you the tools you need to understand what they are. Thank you so much for spending this time with us. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see more content like this. We'd love to hear from you in the comments. Share your life path number and let us know if this video resonates with you.